Milwaukee did everything stupid. This is Charles Barkley said it best doing like in the first half at halftime. He said, and Milwaukee has some great guys as far as personalities. They're very likable dudes. Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. Of course, everyone loves Giannis under Antetokounmpo. I mean, I got it right that time. These are all great dudes on and off the floor. They don't get into any trouble. They're not divas, but they're dumb. They're basketball wise dumb. Okay, everything that went well for them, the ball movement, right? Even though they still sell for jump shots for reasons I don't understand, they were still up by 16 points, if I'm not mistaken. And they were up bigger than that in the second half. And then they resorted to hero ball. They being like Drew Holiday. I mean, because Chris Middleton did his damnedest to keep him in it. Props to him. But Drew Holiday and more so Giannis, I'm very disappointed in Giannis. Because he had smaller guys checking him the entire night. I don't think Durant checked him any time during that game. So because
wasn't forced to.
He was forced to because he was selling for jump shots. Why would he? Why would he check him? I mean, hell, he's already damaging himself. But anyway, the point being is that remember that sequence. I'm going to take you to two sequences. When James Harden on one leg was guarding Giannis in the post. I don't know if you remember this moment.
No, I didn't get a chance to watch anything.
Okay, well, good, because you'll be just as upset as I was.
I'm already upset. This is already sounding bad. The fact that James Harden on one leg is covering Giannis. Mouse in the house. Yeah. But yet you don't take advantage of this. Continue. I'm sorry.
No. It's all good. But, I mean, but dig this. They're on the block. Almost on the block.
And they're on the block.
Almost on the block. Jesus.
Help us, Lord.
When Landry Shamet went to kind of to help out with James Harden shoot him away. He said no, he didn't want the double team. He wanted to check him. He wanted to check Giannis straight up one-on-one.
The cockiness, my God.
And you know what Giannis did to take advantage of that situation?
He shot a jumper probably.
A turnaround jumper. A turnaround jumper on a guy he has at least 5 inches on. James Harden is 6'5". He's barely taller than me. Giannis is 6'10", 6'11". James Harden is 6'5", playing on one leg.
Help him, Lord.
Essentially. He resorts to a turnaround jumper instead of punishing him on the block.
Cover him, Jesus, my God.
Okay, and then the end of the game, when Chris Middleton they were down 1 at the time. Middleton gave him a sweet pass in the lane, and he fumbled it.
Oh my God! Cover him, Jesus.
He fumbled it. So he's not that guy. He's not that guy. He never been that guy. Never will be that guy. And
you know who else ain't that guy though, Scott?
What?
The head coach. This is not This is not the first time
that
the Milwaukee Bucks have been suffering from this.
That part. Right.
They've been suffering from this several times in this series. They were suffering from it in the last series.
Yes.
Hell, they were suffering from this hero ball syndrome last year in the playoffs when they would settle for jump shots and not taking advantage of height situations. This is consistent. This is consistent from this team. Yo, you know what? Sometimes, okay, your players just might not be smart enough to realize that, hey, I need to go ahead and body this dude down low and take advantage of situations. If your player can't figure it out, your coach has to be able to say something.
Yes.
But you know what? That's one of two things that's an issue there, right? Because if he's not saying it, that's an issue. Right. If he's saying it and the players aren't listening, that's an issue.
Right.
So either way,
he has to go.
It's a problem, yo.
Yep.
And he got to, yo.
And one of the saddest thing about that is he's from the Coach Greg Popovich tree.
Yeah.
He should know better.
He should know better.
if you imagine if Greg Popovich looks at in this series,
Pop is watching the series, just like, what in the world is going on?
He's like,
here?
bro, I taught you better than that. He's like, bro, I taught you better than this. Okay, they have a huge size advantage over Brooklyn. I don't give a two goddams that you got by the regular season hitting 3-pointers. You do like to quote the great Herm Edwards. You play to win the game.
Yes.
Hello, you play to win the game. You got a size advantage. First of all, what the hell is Brooks Lopez doing? His big ass doing out on the perimeter? He's 7 feet tall. That's a waste of height. Put your big ass on the block. Have Durant, whoever the hell is, check him, and then make him work. Same with Giannis.
At least Robin is figuring it out. You know, I've watched Robin occasionally this year in Washington, and there were games in which he figured out, hey, let me get down low in this block. Let me develop a hook shot, which it's starting to come. It's starting to come. Yo, Brooke, learn something from your brother. Do the same thing, dude. My God, y'all should be controlling this series right now. And y'all not. Y'all gave up 49 points, 17 boards, 10 points to a dude who shot 70% from the field.
Yes. I mean, there's so many things that went wrong.
Help him, Lord.
That you can lay up Budenhozer's feet, the head coach.
Yeah.
They didn't take advantage of this team size.
No, they didn't.
They didn't make Giannis get on the block and stay his ass on the block. Stop trying to make him blow a full head of steam and bulldoze with the lane through a few charging calls. Park his ass down on the block. Use his athleticism to get easier shots. At least make them work. Now, if you saw James Harden guarding him on one leg, why is he on the perimeter? You see the way when what's his name?
Basketball IQ.
Right. Blake Griffin, when he guards him, what does Blake Griffin do? He sags into the lane. Why? Because he and everybody else knows dude doesn't have a reliable jump shot.
No.
And they want him to take jump shots. They want him to beat them from the perimeter instead of hurting them down low. He's more effective. All right. Same thing with Middleton. Middleton's a damn good player on the perimeter, as is Drew Holiday. They're big guys. Have them go down. I mean, Middleton's probably 6'4", 6'5", the same as Drew Holiday, but they have the size advantage of a Kyrie whenever he's healthy. I don't think we'll see him again in the series, but have them go at James Harden. Why haven't they been going at James Harden? They're both plenty athletic. They can both get their own shot. Why is Budenhozer not doing this? Why? I would say why, Sway, but it's really how Sway. But the point is, even with Matt, God, I can't pronounce his last name. Young man from Notre Dame, white guy, damn good player, the bitch player. Matt Connaughton or whatever his last name is. I know his last name is Matt, but anyway, he was in the slam dunk contest. He comes off the bench. He's 6'5", good 6'5", 6'6", 6'5". He has a height advantage over those guys. He's a spark plug off the bench. Why don't you have him parked in the corner? I mean, and then go do some work, because this is what happened. Even though, like, PJ Tucker, God bless him, he's a baller, he's a dog. Check at Kevin Durant. When Kevin Durant's on defense playing against him, he doesn't have to worry about Tucker, because what does Tucker do? He goes to the corner.
He goes to the corner.
He's a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
So if you're Budenhozer, run a pick and roll. I can't believe I'm thinking about this, and Budenhozer has it. Run a pick and roll with PJ Tucker and either what's his name, Middleton or Holiday, and have Holiday switch on him and have Holiday go at KD. Make him work defensively. Or if whoever's guarding James, whoever is James Harden's checking, have that guy come up in the pick and roll and have Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday put him on skates. Why can't I think about this? And Budenhozer hasn't. That's beyond me. That's beyond me.
It goes into that file that I just brought up earlier of reasons why he probably should no longer be head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks right now. Because just like the Clippers, all of the excuses that we talked about with them, even though not necessarily completely solved yet, everything else is changing around them now. Even Giannis and this Giannis evolution of him attempting to develop a jump shot, great for him. But I'm also going to need his basketball IQ to get better, and someone that needs to help guide him through that change is the head coach and the coaching staff. Yes. And if it's not working, then you need to get coaches in there that will, and that's becoming an issue with them as we speak. I'm trying to figure out why this is a recurring theme over and over again with this organization. I just don't get it. I really don't. But to answer your question from earlier, that cat's name is Pat.
Pat, that's what it is. Not
God,
Pat.
Is it Connaught? Is that how you pronounce his last name?
I think so. I butcher his last name every time. If he were to hear this show, he'd probably be mad at me, want to beat my ass.
Connaughton. It's Pat Connaughton.
Connaughton, yeah.
Pat Connaughton.
Yeah. Yeah. Not I keep calling him Matt. It's Pat.
Pat Connaughton.
Yeah.
AKA Vanilla Thunder.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember in Notre Dame, he was a stud at Notre Dame. But anyway, he could have been a pitcher too, baseball pitcher. Didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a damn good athlete. But being as it may, Milwaukee, I'm thinking I had the Central Division on my mind. Milwaukee is bigger. On paper, they're not as talented, but they're bigger. And they got one would think they have the coaching advantage because of that. And because, Steve Nash is his first go around and Budenhozer has been around. But I mean, which feeds into the stories about if Milwaukee loses series, Budenhozer may be out of a job because he's a great regular season coach. That's been proven. He did it in Atlanta. And he's been doing it in Milwaukee. It's just he just falls short in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know what though, and that's the reason why he's such a great regular season coach, because you got to play against all 29 at that point, right? Now you move on to the elite of the elite. You move on to the top, or the top 8 or the other 7 within your respective conference. And you got to play them on a regular basis. And you got to be able to figure them out and figure out ways to beat them at least 4 times in a 7-game series.
Right.
And the fact that they cannot, once again, this is, oh my God. Greg Popovich is somewhere rolling around in his bed where he's like, yo, I'm going to need you to make better in-game adjustments, and you're not doing it. And one of them, of course, which we've already discussed, is his inability to get his team to understand, yo, we need to stop taking these outside shots and take higher percentage shots. Now, there's somebody out there saying, yo, old man, that's not how the game is played no more.
Right.
The game is outplayed outside the arc. I don't care. I don't care. Take the higher percentage shots.
Right.
You have a better chance of making those. Duh. You know what? 2 is better than 0. I understand that, yes, 3 is better than none. But we already know it's called a higher percentage shot for a reason, because you have a better chance of making that shot. And if I can walk away with 2 instead of walking away with none,
you take that every time.
I'm taking that every time.
Right.
So yeah, okay. How about this, right? Even if you want to go ahead and be this outside shooting team, right? Let's say you want to do that, right?
Yeah.
You can still do that, but just reduce the amount of attempts that you have and take better, higher percentage shots and get some points on the board until you're capable of making better outside shots. Duh. This is basketball 102. I'm not even going to say 101. It's 102.
102 even.
Oh, my God. Take the higher percentage shot. I don't care what generation you play basketball in. The point of the game is to get the basket in the hoop and to outscore your opponent. Yes, you can get more points by taking threes, but you have a better chance of making twos. Take those twos, walk away with points, and you might win the game.
Right.
Especially in situations where you have the advantage. It's not like they're being forced to take threes because they don't have a height advantage, at least. They have that and refuse to take advantage of it. And
That's
this
sad.
is what we get when we get.
That's sad. I'm gonna say this one more damn time.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks had no damn business losing last night's game.
No, they don't.
They had no damn business losing last night's game. Now, I will say this about Kevin Durant, though.
Mm-hmm.
He got 49 points on taking just 23 shots. That's amazing. That's amazing. He had over 50% of shots, obviously. He had
70 to be exact.
I'm sorry?
70 to be exact. He shot 70% from the field. Once again, that's when you're being efficient with your shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee, are you taking notes?
and you know what? Speaking of, I'm gonna go back to Budenhozer for a minute. Speaking of Durant, when you see a guy going off and cooking the way he did last night, you double team. Why didn't he double him?
At some point, right?
Why didn't he double him? Because what a threat he had. I mean, sure, Jeff Green had a good game. He had a great game, actually. But
yeah, he had 27, yeah.
You had James Harden on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me you couldn't double off of him?
James Harden only had 5 points. Yeah, why not, right?
Why not? Get the ball out of his hands. Get the ball out of KD's hands. He's cooking. And boy, that shot he hit over Middleton to ice the game, that three-pointer, that was a thing of beauty, man. That's a dude who's 7 feet tall, can handle the rock like down the perimeter, can get his own shot, can shoot from anywhere. It's amazing.
Yo, he outshot the Milwaukee Bucks from three in terms of percentage. 44% versus 40%.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton shot 3 for 10.
Yeah.
Again, Chris Middleton, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and understand that yes, you are a marcher from outside the arc, but if it ain't working, it ain't working. When we've seen this movie before, dude. We've seen this movie before. Scary monster all of a sudden gets handled. Right. Dude, you're not scary no more. You're shooting 3 for 10. At one point when you're like, maybe 3 for 6?
Yeah.
Start taking them inside, Playboy.
Right.
Start taking better shots. But I don't want to sit here and continue to beat up the Bucks because we could do this all day and we would literally be talking about the exact same thing, which is they need to shoot better. Now, what's going on? And they're getting out coached, right?
Yeah.
But right now the Philadelphia 76ers are giving it to the Atlanta Hawks.